All right, so here we go. We have Bitcoin here on the 1 hour. As you see, we are pretty much moving sideways here, but the move is coming soon. Within the next couple days, mark my words. The move is coming within the next couple days. All right, so right now you got your major moving averages. Your 21 is your yellow, 50 is your red, 100 is your blue, and 200 is your purple. Then we're going to go over the rest of the chart layout real quick just so you understand what I'm looking at. Got your VPVR here to your right, these gray and gray mountains right here, which measures horizontal volume at a certain price level. Then you got your momentum oscillators, one being your RSI and your MACD, which measures bullish and bearish momentum. Then you have your BBWP down here, which is a volatility measurement. All right, so your 21 and your 50 are basically curling over right now. You did fall below them, finding support on the 100 and a bullish demand order block and the bottom Bollinger Band on your Bollinger Bands here. Stochastic is still pointing down, starting to lose its downside curvature. I do expect this to enter the oversold region, or we get the bounce at the bottom of the bearish control zone and cross our signal line to the upside. That does not mean we're out of the woods yet, because we're still going to be in the bearish control zone. Let's go back to the trend chart. So like I said, finding support on the 100 right now. Your momentum oscillators. Let's go over the bullish and bearish momentum. All right, so you did get rejected from your signal line, coming down to the top of the bearish control zone. If we enter this, it's not going to look too good. MACD, fresh cross of the signal line to the downside. Negative momentum is starting to pick up. If we do break these last lows on the histogram, that's going to be another bearish variable, especially if we cross the zero line on the MACD, which is, this is your zero line right here. As you see, your zero read is, you're over here right here. All right, so we're going to continue falling below as long as we're below 16,584. We'll cross above the EMA signal line at 16,621, and we'll cross below the zero line at 16,391. All right, so those are your levels for the MACD. To cross above your EMA signal line on your RSI, you need to get back above 16,573. All right, so BBWP, check this out. This is why I say the move is coming, because your BBWP did get an upside curvature. All right, coming down from a low read, did get an upside curvature. If you do cross the moving average, that's when the move is going to happen. All right, your moving average being this white line right here. If you do cross that, that's going to be that's going to tell you that the volatility is starting to expand. All right, so like I said, your 21 and your 50 are curling over. If they cross this 100 right here, especially if they cross the 200, that is going to be a true trend to the downside. Now, they're lining up to get a multi-crossover. So when this BBWP starts to expand, that's when the move is going to happen. We're going to get this, right now it's looking to the downside, okay? We could turn around right here. We need to turn around right here and bounce off this bearish control zone, get back above that neutral median line and this signal line. Excuse me. So yeah, we're about to decide the true trend, okay? Bearish and bullish levels, 16,300 to the downside, basically this last low. I would be extra mega bearish at that point. I would expect us to go down to 14.5. Now, if we break 16,700, where I have my other alert, I expect us to go to 18K. All right, so those are your two levels right there, and those are your two targets. All right, so pretty short update on Bitcoin. I mean, we're going sideways, same levels as yesterday, but I wanted to keep you guys updated because the move is about to happen. I expect by Wednesday. I do expect it to happen probably tomorrow, or tomorrow evening, maybe Monday, but Wednesday at the latest, okay? So right now you got your POC on your VPVR coming in at about 16,560. That's going to be major resistance. As you see, that's basically where we couldn't get above on this current candle. All right, so that's about it for Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum, once again, getting rejected by our red box. This red box has been respected for quite a while right now. Your RSI, strong downside curvature right now. Coming down to your neutral median line. If you do get the bounce there, we could have a little bounce, possibly back up to the red zone at 1220. Or we're going to come down to the 50 at 1200. If we break 1200, I would expect us to come down to these other moving averages, the 100 and 200. Now, we're going to have major support at the POC. Well, no, it's not the POC, but it is a strong VPVR level, and it comes in right at the 50. So if we break that, I expect us to come down by this last low. If we break this last low, $1,000 is in the cards. MACD, fresh downside curvature, and fresh cross of the signal line. Negative momentum starting. BBWP's turning around. Once again, the move is on its way. All right, so let's check the bullish and bearish order blocks and the stochastic. Stochastic, strong downside curvature right now. We are falling on a small demand block. That's basically where we're getting our support at right now. I would expect a bounce at 1190, but like I said, if we fall below this last order block at about 1170, I do expect us to go to $1,000. All right, so let's go back, talk about bullish and bearish cases. Bullish cases that we break this last high, these last previous range highs from this range right here. If that happens, I would expect a minor rejection at 1260. But ultimately, I think we would go up to 1325. Okay, bearish case is that we break this VPVR level and this 200. If that happens, I would expect us to go to $1,000. We have to break this last low first. Okay, at 1170. That's the level to watch right now for Ethereum. All right, so let's move on to Solana. Solana, similar story. You did have a fan out confirmation right here, which let you know to go long. That was a pure signal. You were in the bullish control zone. Your MACD did have a strong upside curvature above its signal line, printing dark green bars on the histogram, as your BBWP was in the upper zone above its moving average. All right, so basically we're getting rejected, but we did make a higher high. If we fall below the 50, I would expect us to come down to the 100, and that would mean that we break the range lows. So this would have been a fake out, a nice little bull trap of the range high, crack back down. If we break the 200 and this VPVR level right here at 1313, all the way down to $11, probably $10 after that, because that means we're breaking down. RSI, coming down to the neutral median line, below your signal line, MACD, getting that fresh cross to the downside on the current tick. Are we going to follow through, or is it a bounce? BBWP is coming back down to its moving average, but we are above it. So I do expect the volatility to continue. Bullish case is that you break 1485, basically this last high. If that happens, I would expect us to go up to $18, like we've been talking about. All right, so now if we break these lows right here at basically $14, like I said, I would expect us to come down. We would probably get a small bounce at the 1380 mark, probably another one at 1315, but ultimately I think we'd go back down to $11. Pretty short update today. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. Also, we have a conference call tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. A lot of good conversation, alpha, and value is going to come from that call. We're going to talk about current events, macro analysis, and our trading philosophies and rules. All right, so I wish everyone well, and I will see you tomorrow.